Top 10 Mysterious Things Found Frozen Above Ice Antarctica. The Antarctic, a mysterious frozen continent, about 1.5 times the size of the United States, 99% of which is covered by ice. It contains about 70% of the planet's freshwater and 90% of the Earth's ice. Being the least populated continent, it keeps a lot of secrets. Of course, the more we explore and analyze Antarctica, the less it seems mysterious to us. We already know why water in the blood falls is red, and that there are mountains and hundreds of lakes underneath thick layers of ice. Now let's take a look at the most interesting things, objects, and creatures above the ground on this mysterious continent where mostly penguins and scientists dwell. I am Catherine, and you are watching World Secrets TV. Number 5. Blood Falls. This flow of red liquid in the middle of Snow Kingdom has been confusing scientists since the beginning of the past century. In 1911, an Australian geologist first discovered the blood waterfall, and the quest to solve this riddle began. Scientists understood very quickly that the water was red due to the high iron content, but they were able to prove the theory and find the source of red water only at the beginning of 2018. It turned out that there's an underground lake not far from the falls with water full of oxidized iron, which gave the water this color. Puzzle solved. Number 4. Giant hole. A hole larger than the Netherlands, or the size of Maine, has opened in Antarctica in 2017. These holes aren't something new to Antarctica, and they are known as polynyas. However, the hole which opened in 2018 is the first one in 40 years, and it's the biggest one since the 1970s. National Geographic explains that this phenomenon happens when warm water is pushed toward the surface with ocean currents, which makes the ice layer on the top melt. When the Antarctic atmosphere comes in contact with the surface water, it sinks and cools, then heats up again and rises back towards the surface. Number 3. The Pyramid. Do you remember the loud news titles saying that pyramid found in the Antarctic could change the history of humanity from a couple of years ago? I remember it very well, and I can imagine that just like me, many people around the world got puzzled by reading these titles. Now, let's take a closer look at this issue. There's really a formation in the Antarctic that looks like a pyramid, and it's even been nicknamed a pyramid. But it's only a mountain that looks like a pyramid. And it wasn't discovered by Google Maps as some articles say. It was first encountered during a 1910 to 1913 expedition in Antarctica, and it was kept secret from the average man. After 100 years, people found out about it and started to create conspiracy theories around it. Number 2. Mysterious meteorite. Not so long ago, a team from Japan and Belgium discovered a hefty meteorite from Mars in the eastern Antarctic. This is the biggest meteorite found in East Antarctica for 25 years, Vinciane de Bail, a geologist from Université Libre de Bruxelles in Belgium, said. This is something very exceptional. When you find such a meteorite on Earth, it means that when it was in the sky, it was much larger. Number 1. Mount Erebus. Despite the harsh weather conditions, Mount Erebus is the southernmost active volcano in the world, with liquid magma and lava lakes boiling for eons. To be more precise, Mount Erebus has been active since about 1.3 million years. It's also Antarctica's second highest volcano, with the elevation of 3,794 meters above the sea level. The Ross Island, where Mount Erebus is situated, is also home to 3 inactive volcanoes: Mount Terra Nova, Mount Terror, and Mount Bird. If you like this video, don't forget subscribe and enable the notification button.